Hi, my name is Joshua Edwards, and this is my video on our individual responsibility as American citizens. As American citizens, each and every one of us needs to understand the role our government is supposed to play in our lives rather than the bloated purpose it plays today. Government should be primarily focused on keeping the people safe. This includes emergency departments, infrastructure, and upkeeping our armed forces. But today, this is not the case. Unfortunately, today, 2/3 of the American government spending goes to entitlement packages and welfare. This amounts to $2.2 trillion a year. The question we have to ask ourselves as American citizens is, how did we let the government spending on welfare get so inflated? Like any dramatic change, it just doesn't happen overnight. It increases year after year until eventually it swells to immeasurable levels. We have to go back to where welfare first started, and this started in 1965 when Lyndon B. Johnson first started the War on Poverty. Since 1965, welfare has been just growing and growing, till now in a lot of states it's not even worth it to work instead of receive welfare payments. Today, for your typical family of four, welfare payments can be almost $17,000 on the lowest end, but they can be as much as over $49,000 in our most generous states. With such generous welfare plans, today in 33 states it is more lucrative to receive welfare than to work a full-time job at minimum wage. But in the 8 most generous states, it is more effective to receive welfare than to work a job that pays $25 per hour. With such generous welfare packages, it is not going to motivate the American citizen to go out and get a job to get themselves out of poverty by working. And this will make them more reliant on the government. And over the years, if it continues, the government will just continue to grow in its power. It is each and every one of our individual responsibility to get the government back on track by going out, getting a job, and working for ourselves instead of going off of the government handouts that we have been so far. There are many advantages to getting a job and working. The first is that only 2.5% of people working full-time are below poverty rates. Another reason working is so important is that Social Security is going broke. They have less than 3 people paying into it for each retired person, making the amount of money for Social Security for your future less and less. With Social Security going broke, it is best to plan and save for your future retirement. If you invest $500 a month at the usual 6% interest from the time you're 30, by the time you're 70, you will have over $1 million saved. These savings will make sure that you have a safe and secure retirement. Unlike the baby boomers, who 53% of them have saved nothing for retirement, which means they are purely reliant on Social Security that is going broke. With these major issues with the government, it is best for us to become more self-reliant instead of relying on the government for everything. This will help us be more secure and help fix the problems we are having with our government. Thank you for listening. Please go out, do your individual responsibilities, and don't rely on the government.